Press.
Mary Kay, it's such a delight to see you again. And, we celebrated last year's Wisdom of the Silver Sisters, and now it's Golden Wisdom of Love, Legacies, and Legends, are the other way around. It's Love, Legends, and Legacies. It's the Guiding Grace series, number 2. So what prompted you to write a chapter in this book this year, for this year's version?
It was a divine inspiration. I woke up one morning at 4 a.m. and had not planned on doing the chapter. And I woke up because I had had a surgery and couldn't really type for a couple, 3 months. But I woke up and I'm like, wow, I have a chapter. There's something I need to tell the world. So I just got up and just wrote 1,680 words. And then I had to edit it down to 1,200.
How do you crunch it down?
There's a lot of crunching. But I just really realized that it's just a message for the world. It's so part of me, this message that I'm going to talk about. But I realized for a lot of people, they probably don't even think about it or look for signs or anything like that. So mine is really, I've had a lot of loss in my life starting at 7 years old. And it just continued where, I just kept losing like my grandfather, my father, then my husband and my brother. And so for me, I was kind of broken, with all that loss. And I was like, I need to be able to know they're still with me. And so I would just tap into their energy and I would get signs from them. And it's and because I know, because I've been dealing with this for decades, actually, because I know that they're still here and I look for signs, it's such a comfort for me. And then I just thought, well, maybe people that have lost someone don't really realize that they are still with them. And if you look for the sign, they will show you that they are with you. And so I thought, wow, I think I need to spread this message. And so that's why I decided to write the chapter.
Wow, that's beautiful. This week we've lost my mother-in-law and my ex-mother-in-law within days of each other. And it's fascinating because it's the first time I realized how similar both mother-in-laws were. They're both staunch Catholic, both with 6 kids in 10 years. It was just amazing. And I never thought of it because my first husband, we were only married 3 years and I never really got to know the family very much. But wow, because they're the grandparents or the grandmother of my 2 daughters. So, but I had not seen them in a lot of years, but it was remarkable, the differences.
Yeah. So have you ever thought about that before? Now you've lost them recently. Have you seen signs since they've passed on? Because they show us signs immediately.
They do. Yeah. And somebody asked me, well, what did you gain the most from especially my mother-in-law, Kurt was current. And it was like, don't take any guff off of anybody. And actually it was from the same message from both of them.
Oh, good.
Yeah, interesting. So what's the name of your chapter?
The Gift of Everlasting Love.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And so waking up with that message and then reading what our book was going to be about this time, I'm like, wow, I mean, this is my message. It's like love is everlasting. Just because their physical presence isn't with us, they still love us from beyond and they still show us that they love us. So
right. It's fascinating, really, to how life goes on, whether we can see them or not, or be, physically in their presence, it still is.
Yeah, and the other thing for me too is it's the physical loss is so painful, but you know me a little bit, so I do a lot of deep meditation. And so years ago, I was just like really deeply meditating, and I thought, I'm just going to ask them if they'll squeeze my hand, and my hand started pulsating with their energy. And that was just so beautiful because it was them, and it was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful that they can actually do that. So we can ask for that type of thing and it'll happen.
Beautiful. Wow. So in the work that you do, you bring to the world, how do you serve the world today?
I like to try to help people when they're going through grief, anxiety, depression, stress, chronic illnesses, pain, just by tapping within, meditation, energy work, cultivating peace within their own heart. If we can calm down and be in a calm state through meditation, is one of my biggest tools. You calm your nervous system and you can heal your body, because your body can heal when you're resting in a deep state of rest. And so that's what I try to do. You know, when, for instance, if you have a chronic illness and you're always in pain, your body's in fight and flight all the time. Or think about anxiety or stress. Your body's in fight or flight all the time. So if you can take a few minutes and go within and just breathe and calm your nervous system, you can tap into a real calm feeling where your body can heal. And, you know, there's times where you could have so much stress that your chest is just hurting, you know, like there's an elephant on your chest. You can go and do a 10-minute meditation and that will just melt away. And so I really am passionate about that. It's helped me a lot. It's helped a lot of people that I know a lot. So I just want to spread it more and more.
Beautiful. And one message that you could, that you hope, or that your intention is for when somebody picks up this book and reads your chapter, what's that message?
I want them to have the knowing that their loved ones are still with them, that their loved ones still love them and want only the best for them, and that they can stay connected. And you will see them again, and love is everlasting. So that's the biggest message, yeah.
Very beautiful. And in the participation of this book, what have you, I know you were in Wisdom of the Silver Sisters last year. What was that experience like for you?
Oh, I love the community of sisters. The collaboration, just phenomenal. And it really was divinely inspired.
It is.
Yeah, because it's like I didn't know what anyone else was going to write. I wasn't even sure who was going to be in the book. Like, I don't know who's going to be in this one. And then when we all came together and the book came out, it's like, wow, I know 5 of these women.
It was pretty magnificent too, wasn't it?
Yeah. And we all had similar messages, you know, similar different takes. And I'm like, wow, to not know what other people are writing and not to know who it is. And then it comes together and it's just this beautiful unfolding of inspiration was just so phenomenal.
And I'm always so privileged because I get to get that sneak peek all the way through.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. We don't know what's going to be in there, but I know it's going to be great because you do a great job and Sandy and Sharon do a great job.
They do a remarkable job. Yeah.
People that come together on this. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I certainly appreciate you and really think that, you know, that the messages that come through like this are so vital to our world. And I'm so happy that you're willing to stand up and say, yes, you know, that this is how I serve in the world, because it's each one of us sharing that message of truth and beauty and life that makes a difference in this world. And that's really sorely needed.
Yes. And, you know, the world has so much chaos right now. And I feel like, you know, if we just need to cultivate our peace within our own hearts so that we can be peace to others, so that
That's
we
right.
Peace, because it starts with us.
It does. And it has a ripple effect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I know you're going to be traveling over the next few weeks. So when you get back, there'll be plenty to do to get ready for this book launch.
Yes.
And so wonderful, safe travels. And thank you for your contribution to this beautiful book. And the fun that comes from it, because we all get together and have some good fun times after, you know, before and after, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And awesome. I appreciate you and everything that you do, and Sandy and Sharon and all the other authors.
Thank you. Well, safe travels and take good care of you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.